Hi everyone, welcome to today's CR discussion. You can see the argument behind me. We'll jump right in and start reading the argument, after which we will also discuss the question type, our thought process to approach the question type, and finally do the process of elimination. Let's get started. In 2009, there was a sharp increase in the number of people who were reported to have died in the country during the first week of the year, compared with the first week of the previous 10 years. So somehow this first week of 2009 was different, and there was a sharp increase in the number of people who were reported to have died. There seems to be no reason to explain this disproportionately high number of deaths, especially because the reports were widespread in the country. So it was in multiple parts of the country, and there was no epidemic spreading through the country at that point in time. Moreover, most of the deaths were not among the young and could not even be attributed to binge drinking in celebration of the New Year. So a couple of reasons, potential reasons for this sharp increase in the number of reported deaths were investigated by the author, and the author has ruled those reasons out. So now the author is stumped. Why was there a sharp increase in 2009 in the number of reported deaths? So the question says, which of the following can then explain the discrepancy? This discrepancy in the first week of 2009 versus the first week of previous years. This is kind of like a resolve the paradox question. The paradox is that none of the usual reasons seem to be applying here. There is no epidemic, there is no binge drinking or anything that can be attributed to the first week of the year, but there was a disproportionately high number. So what was different about 2009, the author is not aware of, and what the author wants us to do is provide the reason. So it's not binge drinking, we can't have that as the reason, right? It is not among the youth, and it is not an epidemic or a pandemic, I guess, for that reason, for that matter, right? So 2009, not 19. So these factors have been ruled out by the author. So we have to explain why there is an increase in the number of reported deaths. We need a correct answer option that brings in some other reason. A reason that shows that 2009, especially the first week of 2009, is not like the previous years. Something was different in that year. That's what we want the correct answer option to establish. If we can establish and show how the first week of 2009 was different in a way that could have contributed to an increase in the number of reported deaths, then we have explained the discrepancy. Let's look at our options. The government announced in 2008 that estate taxes payable by the heirs on someone's death would be abolished effective from the new year. So in 2009, what changed on January 1? We have an explanation here, and that is that no estate taxes. The first instinct for most people on reading this answer option is to think that the option is implying that I don't have to pay estate taxes anymore, said the heirs of people who died, and that they killed the people that they were inheriting from. That could be one possible interpretation that we are drawing from reading the answer option. But let's be a little careful, right, and not jump to such conclusions. The argument doesn't say the number of people dying in the first week of 2009 increased. That's not what the argument is. The argument says that the number of reported deaths, right, has increased, and the key word being reported deaths. So it could be that nobody is killing anybody off. They just didn't report that someone had died until they could avail of the government's estate tax thing. So the last few weeks leading up to 2008, maybe, at least we know that 2009 first week was somehow different from the previous weeks in the fact that the heirs of someone who died did not have to pay an estate tax. It's possibly not the best explanation, but we'll hold on to it. We're not eliminating it. It is an explanation. Well, let's look at the other answer options before we make our minds up. Astrologers predicted that 2009 was a good year to die in for salvation of the soul. So what, people were just dropping off like flies in the first week of the year? It was an unprecedented sharp increase in the number of reported deaths. So, oh, it's a good year. Happy New Year. I'm dead. That's not how things work. And the whole year is a good year. So why was the first week different? Right? That does not make any sense. We'll eliminate the astrologist option. People are not just going off and committing suicide because it's a good year to die in. The statistic is an anomaly that has no logical explanation. Well, there has to be a logical explanation that we supply from the answer options. That is the task given to us. So we can't give up on the task and say, oh, you know what, there is no explanation for this. It is a weird statistic. We cannot have an option that says that. That would not be the correct answer. You're looking for an option that does provide an explanation. So we'll go ahead and eliminate C. The price of some cancer drugs and chemotherapy increased by 10% in January 2009, making treatment more expensive than before. Yes, it increased by 10%. Treatment has become more expensive, but it does not mean that people are dying because they cannot afford the treatment. That tie has not been made in the answer option, right? It could still be that people can afford. Whether they can still afford it has not been mentioned. Whether they get any subsidies. If the answer option had gone to the extent of saying that the price of certain drugs had increased so significantly that people who were despairing for treatment could no longer afford it and were not receiving any treatment whatsoever, if it had said all of that, then maybe we would start considering C. It still doesn't explain why the first week alone was a different week from the other weeks. Because if the price increased, it's a consistent problem. It's not just for 1 week. So we'll hold off of, we'll eliminate D. It's not working. Let's look at E. An earthquake in one of the cities during December 2008 made hospital care availability more difficult for regular illnesses. So it could be like a long-term effect of the 2008 December earthquake in that particular city. Because over the last month, people have not been receiving care. There could have been an unprecedented number of deaths, but what we need to realize is that it's in one city. The argument has already established that this was happening in multiple parts of the country, and that's why they even considered the possibility of an epidemic spreading through the country. So because it has been established in the argument that it's happening in multiple parts, talking about just one city does nothing to the argument. It does not explain the unprecedented increase in the number of reported deaths, so we'll eliminate it. The key thing here, I think, is that it's the number of reported deaths and not the number of actual deaths. So we need to know why people are reporting more in the first week of 2009, and the estate tax does explain why the number of reported deaths in the first week of 2009, right after the law kicks in, would be higher, because people could have not reported in the previous year, thinking, oh, if I wait a week, if I wait a month, then I can avail of this estate tax reduction, right? And for that reason, because it's the only one that addresses the reporting of deaths, choice A is the correct answer. Whoa, hold on, don't go yet. I have a bonus CR argument for you. The premise of the argument is that you're watching this video, which is a fact. The assumption that I'm making is you do like our video discussions of CR questions, and therefore the conclusion that I'm going to draw is that you have hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon. So prove my conclusion right, strengthen the argument, and hit that subscribe button.